medallions. I also have his beef tips. I love the chef's food. I also eat his Faro salmon and his meatball. I love everything. This is a 20 count, and what you're getting is wonderful. This is from the butcher shop. So look at how beautiful and succulent. When you think of artisan butcher shop quality, that's what you're looking at right now. You're getting 20 pieces. They're 2 ounces each. $119.95 today, and you are saving 60 bucks. They come individually wrapped, vacuum sealed, and so you can just take one out and say, hey, you know, we have 4 people tonight, I'll take these out, and this will be a great addition to any holiday meal or any gathering. Now you have 2 ways to order. So you can order regularly when we ship these right away, or you can do the December 3rd delivery, and that's the future delivery. Whatever you do, just secure it on auto ship. Secure it on auto ship because it's scrumptious. And chef, this is like $5.90 per medallion, which is less expensive than one of those cheap burgers you would get. And this is not, that's not grass-fed beef. This is grass-fed.
This is filet mignon. This is the most expensive cut of steak there is. We all know that. It's also the most tender. Now have a look at these beautiful 2-ounce fillets. They are really that perfect little individual serving. Now, 20 of them is what you're taking home. It is a crazy, crazy deal to be thinking that you're only paying about $5 a steak. I'm not telling you how much you pay for the steak when you come and eat at Gwen. By the way, it's the same stuff. You get to cook it at home in your home. Let me just cut into one, because as soon as you see this, you'll be like, oh, I know what he's talking about. Check this out. First off, look at that Santoku knife just glide through. Have a look at how juicy and flavorful these are. Now, 260,000 people have enjoyed these steaks before. That's how many of these filet mignons we have sold just here at HSN, never alone through my restaurants and the butcher shop. Let me talk about the tenderness. Are you ready for this? I'm just using my fingers to show you. I mean, I know that's a little bit graphic. Let me get a spoon. Yes, you can cut through my steak with a spoon. That is how tender it is. Debbie, go ahead and have a taste. I need you to tell everyone what you think. What do you think?
It is absolutely delicious. It's succulent.
Oh, yeah.
This is my second bite. You know,
that is good.
It's so juicy. And I just feel like your beef is so fresh, because this is grass-fed.
Yeah.
You guys, it melts in your mouth. And what I love about it, it's so easy to cook, chef. It's so easy, like you're done in minutes. A couple of minutes on each side.
So easy to cook, that's the key to it. I mean, look at how juicy and succulent that is. All I'm doing is just holding that and just sort of showing it to you in different ways. But like I said, whether it's a fork that you want to eat it with, you can go straight through it with a fork, just like that. You can pick up a spoon. You know, imagine cutting a steak with a spoon. It's almost like a ridiculous joke, isn't it? But yes, you can. I'm going to show you something else. We used to package these, Debbie, in sets of 2 or sets of 4. Now they're individually packaged, because I read all my reviews. And somebody wrote to me and said, I wish that they just were 1, because sometimes 1 is enough for me. So if you're one of those people, great. We're giving them to you individually. So if you just want 1 of these, by the way, if you want 2, take out 2, no problem whatsoever. They're literally $5 a piece. And I tell you what, that is crazy value when you consider how fantastically delicious they are. I'm going to show you something else, Debbie. I'm going to go ahead and slice this.
I'm still
eating. Look how juicy and fabulous that is. You go ahead, my darling. I'm going to serve it with a little puree. I've actually roasted beets, and then I've pureed them, and then I'm going to put a couple of dollops of that. Let me pick up that beautiful steak. Maybe you want to put a couple of spears of asparagus in there as well. Let me go ahead and give you some of that asparagus. Now, I've got a little mushroom sauce. You could do a little mushroom sauce, so that could go over the front. Now, this is costing you $5. I mean, come on, that looks like it's been served in a beautiful gourmet restaurant. Another thing that I want you to try is my olive oil. I'm going to do just a little drizzle of that Cobra Estate olive oil. This is the Californian. This is the Australian. You're getting both of them when you pick up the set, and it comes in this gorgeous gift box, Debbie. So what a beautiful little stocking stuffer. I mean,
absolutely.
Forget about stocking stuffer. What a gorgeous gift.
You guys,
Isn't that
get this,
beautiful?
if you're getting the grass-fed filet medallions, we've sold 1,240 of these, and they're very delicious. And I ordered these, I've also ordered, excuse me, his beef tips. You're getting 20 count. They are $5, I added it up, $5.90 a piece. You can't even go and get a wonderful burger for that price. So look at how they're individually vacuum sealed, so you can decide, hey, we're only gonna cook 2 of these tonight, or we're only gonna cook 4 of these tonight. Imagine being able to offer your guest, chicken and grass-fed beef, or turkey and grass-fed beef, or maybe you're doing surf and turf. But at this price, it's $60 off. So let me tell you, a weekly deal drop is like a mini today's special. So it's $60 off right now. This is gonna go back up to $180 tomorrow at midnight tonight. So get it right now if you want something juicy and delicious. Chef, I just put one in my hand. And what I love, I mean, we've sold 1,265 of these because they're just so, do you see how juicy they are? They're just so incredibly juicy. Oh my goodness, I got the juice spilling all over my hand with no napkin.
I mean, you can see it right there. I've just sliced straight through that fillet, and you can just see how perfectly juicy that is. By the way, that Santoku knife just glides through it like butter. I'm going to push that to one side. That's one right there. Let me pick up a second one. By the way, Debbie, here's the cool thing. When you cut right through it, you see how that knife just slides through? Look at how tender. I mean, there's something about the actual grains of the meat. You can see it right there. Look at how light and loose they are. I can literally just pull it apart, without even straining.
Right.
The flavor of this beef is crazy. And
so
let
natural.
me show you. We say that it's just, we keep calling them small little 2 ounces. Watch this.
Sure.
I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 slices, I would say, is what one of these is doing. So if one of these is enough for you for your dinner, guess what?
Absolutely.
You've just, that's $5. That's what a takeout burger costs, Debbie.
Right, and filet mignon, you guys, is the most lean cut, the most tender cut. Tonight, the price goes back up to $179.95. Let's just call it $180. Right now, it's $119. So you are saving $60, and it is free shipping. And we have sold nearly 1,300 of these, exactly 1,290. And what I love about it, drizzle it over, a little balsamic vinaigrette or olive oil and a little chimichurri, whatever your spice is, over a salad. It's delicious. Chef, I love that, I know I'm gonna get you can tear these apart. I know I'm gonna get the protein.
Right.
I do it with a sweet
they
potato.
melt in your mouth. They literally.
Oh, yeah.
Debbie, is there still some available on auto ship, or is the auto ship totally sold out?
Yes, the auto ship is still available, but you guys, it's running out. So decide if you want to secure this on auto ship and you want a future delivery. We'll ship it December 3rd that week, or we ship it immediately right now. And what I love, the future delivery, though, that date does not have auto ship, but your regular delivery, like we ship it in just a few days, it has auto ship. The fact that you're just going to tear this a piece like this, I mean, I'm not using a knife. I know that might be rude, but you're just tearing it a piece like this. It's delicious. I mean, you can use your hands. I mean, I know our parents tell us not to, but where can you get a steak where you can use your hands to tear it apart? It's so tender.
Debbie, I do business with some people in Europe. They're over today. They're coming into my restaurant tonight at Gwen. Guess what's on the menu? I'm serving them this exact filet. You can just see how juicy and succulent that beef is. It is literally just oozing with that beautiful flavor. I'm going to pick it up, bring it on over here. I've got a couple of asparagus spears that I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick little slice on. I'm going to pop that over there. Now, here's the cool thing. This is that beautiful Cobram Estate extra virgin olive oil that I've turned into a little chimichurri. I've got a few mushrooms that I've done in a demi-glaze that's going to just spice. I mean, again, this meal could be served in a Michelin star restaurant. You're taking the steak home for $5. I mean, that's what I love about it. Now, Debbie, you get 20 of these. You guys grab them while you can, otherwise you'll be... It's great to know they're in the freezer. That's the cool thing.
Absolutely.
Sometimes, as a guy that owns a butcher shop, I'm driving home and Lindsay calls me and says, "You picked up dinner, right?" And I'm like, yes, I did, honey, yep. Because I know I've got these steaks in the freezer and I can always pull them out.
You guys, you can always pull them out. I ordered these. I also ordered his beef tips. You guys, tonight, it goes back up to $189.95. Let me just read that right. That's $179.95. Let's just call it 180 bucks. It's easier for me to remember that way. It is $60 off, and I love that I can decide. It's just me and you know, Kingston, my husband Richard. Are we having beef tonight? I can take this out in the morning. It's ready to go in a few hours. You can pan sear it. I've even put it in the air fryer. You're done in minutes. And I put garlic butter. I use your garlic butter. But the fact that you decide, you know, you don't have to have like some big huge steak and you're like not gonna eat it all. You can have these individual, and 2 ounces is enough. So get this on auto ship, and you can get this every 60 days, every 90 days. And you guys are doing it. But it is delicious because you want the most tender cut, which is filet mignon, and you also want the most lean. So Curtis, you know, my doctor was like, you can eat steak, I don't want you to eat the fatty steak. If you can do it, do filet mignon, and that is the leanest cut.
That's right, it is the leanest. That's good for 2 reasons, right? Of course, all the health benefits. Let me tell you something else about a steak that has a lot of fat on it. That fat melts when you cook it. We call it rendering. So it shrinks in the size. So here, you start with 2 ounces and you might end up with 1.8 ounces. If this was a ribeye with a big chunk of fat in it, you might start with 2 ounces and end up with 1.1 ounce. You know, and I'm guessing at those weights, but you can imagine there's very little shrinkage on a filet mignon, and that is a very good thing. Now, Debbie, I want to show you one more thing. This, as I'm talking about shrinkage, I'll tell you what's shrinking, the volume of knives we have, okay? This is my unbelievable deal. This is $19 and change. You get this home. We've sold 8,000 of them in the last 2 days. We're down to our final